a ball for them. He said, I've got more opportunities here, and it's been fun to get out there and just put in the work with these guys. And I asked him, how does it feel to be a hometown guy and play in front of this crowd? And he said it feels great because you go out there and you know that there's people in the stands that know who you are and came there to see you pitch, and just puts an extra little chip on your shoulder if you're one of those guys. Caden made an appearance in yesterday's ball game after Colson Evans gave up just one hit and a couple of runs. I asked him, how do you follow something like that up with a guy who came out there and was dealing? Then how do you come in behind him and keep that going? And he said, just stick to the game plan, keep throwing strikes, keep making guys miss, and eventually it'll all come together. The pitching did great for the Pioneers, just the hitting was a little slow out of the gates and just couldn't. A big shout out to Cole Bloomer, who absolutely shut down the Pioneer lineup in yesterday's ball game. And the final question for him, I asked, what is a fact that not a lot of people might know about him, that not a lot of people would know about him? And he said that he broke his arm. He broke his arm when he was in 8th grade. And because of that, he has a metal rod and 8 screws in his arm because of, he also had had to get 3 surgeries to get it fixed. So has 8 screws and a metal rod in his arm because of that. And he's out here pitching like no other. How about that? We'll go ahead and take a break, and then it'll be final thoughts, keys to the game here for the Pioneers and the Collegians on who is going to be successful. Let's go ahead and take a break. You're listening to the High Plains Spas and Recreation pregame show and watching it on the Front Range League Network here. Also listening on KNEB. We'll be back.
In left field, batting fourth from Mason Community College, number 12, Gering Martinez. At second base, batting fifth from Ottawa University, number 3, Owen Power. Fifth base hitter, batting sixth from Milwaukee Technical College, number 35, Brian Mayo Bartlett. At shortstop, batting seventh from Arizona Christian University, number 42, Parker Hickman. At catcher, batting eighth from Trinidad State College, number 25, Carson Brewer. In right field, batting ninth from Trinidad State College, number 5, Jonathan Robinson. And starting on the mound from Trinidad State College, number 44, Zach Lewinstra. Ladies and gentlemen, this time we ask that you please rise if you're able. Remove your hat and join us in the $60 national anthem performed this afternoon by Nathan Barhooper.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight last gleaming, whose broad skies
Welcome back to Oregon Trail Park. National anthem right now. We come back. Lineups at first pitch. After this, you're listening to the Pioneers watching it on the Front Range League Network. You're listening on KNEB.
Hands this coming down to Governor Chuck Stevens, who's going to start us off for today's coach game. I'm not Kaylee out here to tell me what to say, but they told me to come out here to say, play ball, and then later on, play ball again. So thank you guys for coming out for the doubleheader. Back to you, Bill. Great job, Chuck. Thank you. All right, fans, you heard them. It's the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time for Pioneers baseball.
Welcome back to Oregon Trail Park. About ready to get things going with how it's going to work out with everything going on. So, at the beginning of the year, the Pioneers played against the Collegians to start this 2025 campaign, and it was originally going to be 2 games, then weather in Pueblo turned that into a doubleheader, and then it turned into just a single 9-inning game after about the 3rd inning in Pueblo. It turned into that it became just 1 game, and so this first game here will be the makeup of that second game in Pueblo. So, because of that, the Pioneers are the visiting team on the scoreboard here in the first game. So we'll go ahead and give you the starting lineup for the visiting team on the scoreboard, the Western Nebraska Pioneers. Leading things off and playing at shortstop will be Jake Eady. Bryce Peterson batting second. He's playing second base. Batting third and playing in center field will be Davis Goodwin. Batting in the cleanup spot over in right field will be Tyler Antwine. Ashton Pinedo will be batting fifth and playing first base. Caden Clute in the sixth spot doing the DHing. Jake Watson will be batting seventh, and he is doing the catching. Batting seventh, batting eighth, and playing in left field is Tanner Lancaster. Last but not least, in the ninth spot, playing third base, is Mikey Pickett. Man on the mound for the Spradley Collegians will be Zach Lewinstra. As we are underway here, already first pitch thrown. For second pitch misses high. It's a ball and a strike. First pitch on time, 4:05 here in Gering. 84 degrees, first pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike here. Eady thought about it. Did he swing? No, says the first base umpire. Your umpires today: Scott Somerville behind the dish. Ben Ayote is in the field, as well as Tim Dumas. Two balls and a strike. That pitch misses low. 3-1 the count now to Jake Eady. Three balls and a strike. Eady hitting around 350. Also a guy who is pretty good at getting on base. Shows it there as he draws the 5-pitch walk, and that is how the ball game gets underway. Next to hit for the Pioneers will be Bryce Peterson.
Second baseman, number 26, Bryce Peterson.
Peterson. First pitch to him misses, down and away. 1-0 the count. In a good little position. He's been struggling a bit. Trying to break out of this slump that he's been stuck in. Hitting under 300 on the season. Eady breaks for second. It's a hit and run. Chopper on the ground to short. Throw to first is in time. Good throw over there by Parker Hankins. And that is the first out of the inning. With that, we'll give you the defensive alignment for the Spradley Collegians. They will look like this defensively. Left field belongs to Gage Martinez. Kyle Cordo is in center. Donovan Robinson is playing right field. Easton Turner is over at third base. Shortstop is Parker Hankins. Second baseman is Owen Powers. And the first baseman is Colton Wren. Man behind the plate doing the catching is Carson Willard. That is the defensive alignment for the Spradley Collegians. Davis Goodwin in with a runner on second and 1 out. Goodwin with a 1-0 count here. 1-0 misses. 2-0 now. Goodwin, he's been another one who's been struggling recently. And reports are that he's blamed it on his walk-up song, and he changed his walk-up song. We'll see if that really is the mojo changer that Goodwin has needed this year recently. Fastball misses high. 3-0 the count. 3 balls and no strikes here to the right-handed center fielder. Normally see him over at first base, but today he's in the outfield. 3-0 the count. Here it comes to Goodwin. That pitch misses outside. Ball 4. 2 walks given up here by the Collegians. And with runners on first and second, Tyler Antwine will be the next to hit. Some stats for Zach Lewinstra. This is his 6th appearance, 4th start. He has gone 11 innings, 2 wins, 1 loss, no save opportunities for him. He's given up 10 hits, 10 runs, 7 earned, 19 strikeouts, and just 7 walks. Make it 9 now for him this year. ERA of 4.45. And guys are hitting .238 against him this season. Here's Tyler Antwine as the first pitch bounces all the way to the backstop. Both runners will advance, and now it's second and third here for the heavy-hitting right fielder. Antwine digging in. Ahead in the count here, 1 ball and no strikes. Here it comes. That pitch also gets away from the catcher, and just like that, Edie comes in to score, and the Pioneers have struck first. They still don't have any hits, but they have their first run. It's 1-0 in favor of Western Nebraska. So 1 run in. Still a runner on third. Lewinstra comes set. Was that an air horn? Another pitch gets away, and the other run's going to come in and score. So both runners come in on the passed balls. And just like that, it's now 2-0 in favor of the Pioneers. 3-0 the count here to Antwine. Fastball right down the chute for a strike, taking all the way on 3-0. Three balls and a strike here to the heavy-hitting right fielder. Fastball bounces to the plate. That's ball 4. The third walk and 4 batters given up here by Lewinstra. And a quick conversation to go down between the head man for the Collegians and Lewinstra. Give a little scoreboard update. What's going on around the Front Range League? Oh my goodness. The Greeley Grays and the NoCo Prospectors playing right now. Get ready for this. It is the top of the 9th, 2 outs. The Prospectors are beating the Grays by a score of 19-17. Wow. No shortage of offense in that one. Of course, this game going on right now, the Boulder 64s and the Fort Collins Foxes just got underway. They are still waiting for the first pitch to be thrown. And then, of course, another game between these two clubs later on today. Ashton Pinedo up to hit after the walks. Antwine breaks for second. The throw down is not in time. And Tyler Antwine gets in and steals second. As Pinedo now has a man in scoring position. Next pitch was a ball. Another one gets away from the catcher. He's able to block it and keep Antwine from advancing. 1-1 the count. That was the 7th stolen base of the year for Tyler Antwine, as he stands on second here with only 1 out. 2 already home here in the top half of inning number 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here it comes to Pinedo. Fastball tapped foul. 2-1 now. 1-2, excuse me. One ball, 2 strikes. Runner breaks for third. Hit and run off the glove of Lewinstra. Charging is Hankins. He won't have a play. And there is potentially the first hit. Give him a single. Why not? Single for Ashton Pinedo puts runners on the corners. And next to hit will be Caden Clute. Lewinstra tried to jump up to field it. They will give a hit to Pinedo. Clute, first pitch swinging in the air to right at Robinson. He'll put it away. Antwine tagging for the plate. There's no throw home, and it's another run in for the Pioneers. They add on 3-0 very quickly here in the top half of inning number 1. Pioneers have exploded for 3 runs here, as next to hit will be Jake Watson. Runner breaks for second, throw to the shortstop side of the bag, and second baseman lost the baseball. Pinedo thought about going for third, but he scrambled back to second. Powers couldn't hold on to it. One and 0 the count. Next pitch misses low. Looks to be a different bat that Jake Watson is using. I feel like I've seen him more with a all-black bat. Today he has a tan handle and a blue barrel of a bat. 2-0 the count. That bounces to the plate. Good catch behind the dish by Willard. Next pitch. Catches the zone for a strike. 3-1. Three balls, 1 strike. Watson trying to keep the inning alive. Next pitch bounces. That's ball 4. Watson draws another walk. Watson draws the walk, the fourth walk of the inning. Courtesy runner in for the Pioneers. Brandon Jenkins will run for Jake Watson. He'll run first. Tanner Lancaster is in. He swings at the first pitch he sees. It's 0-1. No balls and a strike here to Lancaster. Lancaster ready. 0-1 bounces right at the feet of Willard behind the plate. That's a ball, 1-1. Top of the first. Pioneers lead at 3-0. We're playing this game at Oregon Trail Park here in Gering, but the Pioneers are the road team on the scoreboard due to one game against the Collegians being rained out as the hit and run was on for the Pioneers. Lancaster knocked it foul. Straight back. So because of that, we're playing this is the makeup game that we are playing right now with the Pioneers as the road team on the scoreboard later on tonight. It will be, they'll flip back and be the traditional home and road with the Pioneers as the home team, playing a doubleheader here today. 1-2, catches the outer half, and that's strike three, and that's the third out of the inning. First strikeout, 8 batters come to the plate for the Pioneers, and 3 come in to score. On the West Coast scoreboard, it's the Pioneers 3 and the Collegians 0. First chance for the Collegians will go to the bottom of the first. You're watching on the Front Range League Network and listening to Pioneer Baseball on KNEB.
All right, fans, I'm here with. And he is our Nebraska lottery winner. He is going to be going home with 8 tickets. And when the Pioneers hit a home run over the Nebraska lottery sign, he will go home with 10 more. Thank you for coming out. Back to you, Bill.
All right, thank you, Lori. That's what we're going with. And I'd like to thank the Nebraska Lottery for their continued support of our Western Nebraska Pioneers. Make sure to buy Nebraska Lottery ticket at those stores around town for a chance to win big.
Bottom of the first, set to get underway. Give you the starting lineup for the home team on the scoreboard, the Spradley Collegians. They'll look like this. Leading things off and playing at third base will be Easton Turner. Batting second and playing first base will be Colton Wren. Kyle Cordo is at the 3 spot. He's in center. Batting fourth and playing in left field, he was doing the catching yesterday, Gage Martinez. Owen Powers will be batting fifth. He is playing shortstop. Brian Armio Martin will be batting sixth and doing the DHing. Parker Hankins is in the 7th spot. He is playing second base. Quickly, the count's at 1-1 here to Easton Turner. Carson Willard, batting 8th for the Collegians, doing the catching. Donovan Robinson in the 9th spot, playing in right field. Man on the mound for the Western Nebraska Pioneers, Caden Ferguson. As this is on the ground to short, one hopper into the glove of Edie, throw across the diamond in time, and there's the first out. Ferguson is from Alliance, Nebraska. Plays his college ball right here, Western Nebraska Community College. 1 out in the inning, give you the defensive alignment for the Western Nebraska Pioneers. They will look like this. Left field is Tanner Lancaster. Davis Goodwin is in center. Tyler Antwine is out in right. Mikey Pickett playing third base for the Pioneers. Jake Edie will be over at short. Bryce Peterson at second. Ashton Pinedo will be over at first. Jake Watson is behind the dish doing the catching. Colton Wren, next to hit here for the Collegians. First pitch misses outside, 1-0 the count. Pioneers had 3 runs come in to score in the top of the first. Just 1 hit as the 2 runners. First 2 runs came after they both walked and then scored on wild pitches. Ball on a strike, fastball into the zone from Ferguson. 1-1 the count now. 1-1, hard hit just over the head of Peterson. Thought maybe he had a play on it, but he decided it was too high for him to jump for. And it's a single for Colton Wren. Kyle Cordo will be the next to hit. After a hard hit single. Swing and a miss. 0-1 the count. Ferguson making his 6th appearance of the year, his 4th start of the 2025 campaign. He has 19 strikeouts and 15 walks. He is 2-0 as the pitch misses high. 1-1. Good attempt at a fastball there. 1 ball and a strike. Couldn't get Cordo to chase. Next pitch misses outside. 2-1. 2-1, runner goes, pitch misses, the throw takes Peterson off the bag. Never had a chance at getting Wren. 2-1. 3-1, excuse me. Next pitch misses on Cordo. He'll draw the walk. Put runners at first and second here with just 1 out. Easton Babe has come out of the Pioneer dugout. He is running over towards the first base side. Not too sure what is going on there. I don't think it's anything too serious going on. 4th stolen base for Colton Wren, by the way. As Gage Martinez digs in. First pitch fastball down and away, 1-0. Martinez, as mentioned, did the catching in yesterday's ball game. In that, he went over 3, couple of strikeouts. Big swing and miss there. 1-1 the count. One ball, 1 strike. Here it comes from Ferguson. Swing and a miss. Another fastball. Throw that again. 1-2 the count now. Ferguson gets the sign, glance back. Here it comes. Looked good, stayed low. 2-2 now. Two balls, 2 strikes. Ferguson glances back at second. Fastball, got him looking. Strike 3 called. I doubt Martinez agreed with that too much. There's the first strikeout for Ferguson, trying to keep the 2 runners on the base paths here in the bottom of the first. Owen Powers will be the next to hit. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Powers playing where he did yesterday. Off-speed pitch in the air to center. Tracking is Goodwin, and he will put it away for the third out. No runs, 1 hit, 2 men left on for the Collegians. We go to the top half of inning number 2 on your West Coast scoreboard. It's Pioneers 3 and the Collegians 0. We'll take a break. You're watching on the Front Range League Network and listening on KNEB. Three nothing our score as we begin the top half of inning number 2. Pioneers looking to add on here. For those that are just joining us, this first game here, we're playing a doubleheader. The Pioneers are the road team on the scoreboard in this one, due to the first game against the Collegians all the way back at the beginning of the year was rained out. Was supposed to be a doubleheader at the beginning of the year, and then all of a sudden turned into just a 9-inning game after a 2-hour-long lightning delay to start the year. Mikey Pickett up to hit. He's the only man who didn't hit in the first inning for the Pioneers. And this game is the makeup of the previous game, what was supposed to be game 2 of a doubleheader against the Collegians. Big swing and miss there. 1-1 the count. Pickett just finished up high school at Fremont High School in Fremont, California, as he hits that one foul where he hit .378 with a .519 on base. A couple of homers for him this year. Finishing up his senior year, committed to play college baseball at Fresno State University. 1-2 the count. 1-2, misses high, 2-2. Pickett, usually playing short. He's over at third base today, with Kevin Blanco getting the day off for game 1 at least. That pitch, curveball, nearly came in to get Pickett. Full count now, 3-2. Jake Eady waits on deck. Zach Lewinstra going for his second inning of work here. That pitch is a fastball that misses high. That's ball 4. Next up, Jake Eady will be the next to hit. Pickett wasting no time, getting a quick lead off of first. First pitch misses low and away. 1-0 the count here to Eady. On a fastball right down the middle, 1-1 the count. Eady just trying to get a read on it. Eady began the ball game by drawing a walk. Trying to do the same here. 1-1 the count here to the right-handed hitting shortstop. outside. 2-1. The Collegians uniforms, they are in their brown jerseys with yellow numbers on the back, yellow lettering on the front, Spradley across the chest. That pitch misses inside. 3-1 the count to Edie. Mikey Pickett steals second. So runner in scoring position now for Edie. Usually the leadoff man at the top of the lineup, so he doesn't get many of these opportunities. Three balls and a strike to Edie. Winstra comes set. It's back at second. Next pitch misses, and that's the second walk that Edie has been able to draw. Already the sixth walk surrendered by Lewinstra through the first time through the order, and plus one batter. Bryce Peterson first and second, nobody out. Breaking ball. I think that caught a lot more of the zone than Peterson thought it would. He saw that floating in and was like, oh, wait, I can hit this, and ripped it foul, 0-1. Peterson grounded out his first time. Glance back at Pickett over on second. Next pitch misses high, 1-1 the count now. One and one here to Peterson at his natural spot, second base. We've seen him play a little bit of shortstop as well for the Pioneers. Mainly the second baseman as he swings and misses. 1-2. One ball, two strikes. Chopper towards the left side. That'll get by the third baseman into left field. Pickett held at third, so everyone will just play station to station as the bases are loaded here with nobody out. Opportunity here for the power hitting right center fielder Davis Goodwin up to hit. Goodwin digging in here, bases loaded. Nobody out, top half of inning number 2. Playing a 7-inning ball game as the first pitch misses high for a ball, 1-0. Want to know the count. Winstra, ready. Hard hit, but caught by the third baseman. Oh, my goodness. You got to be absolutely sick if you're Davis Goodwin there. What a catch by Easton Turner, and there's one out. I think I just heard someone in the dugout obviously giving Davis a hard time. I think I heard someone say, hit it harder next time. First pitch to Antwine was a curveball that caught all of the zone. 0-1 the count to Antwine. Back-to-back Division I ball players. Swing and a chop foul. Oh, 0-2 the count here. 0-2 to Antwine. Luinstra comes set. That pitch just missed, and it's 1-2. One ball, two strikes. Here it comes to Antwine. Next pitch misses high. Two balls, two strikes, one out. Bases loaded. Top of the second for the Pioneers. That pitch misses inside. Good curveball there by Luinstra. Just missed. Full count now. Say, folks, all Front Range League games stream on the Front Range Baseball Network on YouTube. Follow us on YouTube at Front Range Baseball Network. 3-2, two outs. Fastball outside. That's ball 4, and that'll bring in a run. RBI walk for Tyler Antwine. As another run comes in, Pioneers lead it now 4-0. Next to hit will be Ashton Pinedo. First pitch to a misses inside for a ball, 1-0. Pinedo singled his first time. Looking to do it again as he hits it foul, 1-1. Ball and a strike here to the righty. Playing first base today is Pinedo. Sometimes see him over at third as he pops one up on the right side. Wren calling everyone off. It'll be the catcher, Willard. Did he make the catch or was it foul? He was not able to make the catch. Popped out of his glove. He slid, but couldn't hold on to it. 1-2 the count. Ball and two strikes here to Pinedo. Here it comes from Luinstra. Hard hit down the line. That'll get down, and it'll be a couple of runs, maybe 3 for the Pioneers. They will hold Antwine at third, but it's a 2-run single for Ashton Pinedo. 2 RBIs for the first baseman. And the Pioneers have put 3 runs on the board in both innings here so far. 3 in the first, now 3 in the second. It is 6-0 in favor of Western Nebraska. First pitch to Clute bounces. It's a ball, 1-0. One ball, no strikes, 6 runs, and just 3 hits for the Pioneers to start this ball game. 1-0 chopper left side, fielded by Turner at third. Throw will go to first, and that's the second out. Up to hit. 8th man in the order, 8th man to come to bat here for the Pioneers. It's Jake Watson digging in. By the way, those were RBIs number 13 and 14 this season for Pinedo. trying to work his way up the list. First pitch to Pinedo is in there for Watson, is in there for a strike. Pinedo standing on second. Watson drew a walk his first time. Breaking ball, slow roller towards the first base side. Took a weird hop into the chest of Wren, but he was able to hold on to it and step on the bag for the third out. Pioneers get 3 more runs off of 8 batters coming to the plate. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2 on your West Coast scoreboard. It's the Pioneers 6 and the Collegians 0. We'll take a break. You're watching on the Front Range League Network and listening to Pioneer Baseball on KNEB. Welcome back to Oregon Trail Park as we are about ready to begin the bottom half of inning number 2. Pios are the visiting team on the scoreboard in this one due to this being a makeup game from the beginning of the year. As Bryant Armijo Martin will dig in. Martin, his first AB in this one. First pitch to him. Got him started with the fastball. Half-hearted swing attempt that time from Martin, and it's 0-1. He realized that was a pitch that he probably should have swung at probably about as soon as it got into the catcher's mitt, as then another one catches the zone. Quickly 0-2 the count here. Caden Ferguson dealing to start the second inning. So he's ahead. 0-2, fastball misses high, ball and 2 strikes now. One and 2. Shot foul. Stay where we're at here at a ball and 2 strikes. One and 2. Fastball in the air to center. Goodwin took one step in, got turned around, had to sprint back, but he was able to find it and put it away for the first out. Took one step in, saw the ball was moving quite a bit. He had to spin around a couple of times to get position to field it. He's able to find it and put it away for the first out. First pitch misses. 1-0. Next pitch, Parker Hankins at the plate here. Next pitch is in there for a strike. Swing and a miss. 1-2 the count. One ball, 2 strikes. Ferguson comes set. That one just missed inside. 2-2 the count. Ferguson looking for strikeout number 3. He's not going to get it on that pitch as it's way outside. Full count now. Full count pitch. Bounces to the plate, and that's ball 4. That is the 6th walk Parker Hankins has drawn this year, as Carson Willard will hit for the first time here. First pitch to Willard. Misses, 1-0. Willard, he's played in 12 games this year. He's hitting .300, but has an on-base percentage of .548. He has more walks than he does hits. He's drawn 10 walks and has gotten 6 hits. That pitch catches the outer half for a strike on Willard. 1-1 the count. Another check on the runner, another dive back safely. Pinedo thought about the hidden ball trick. Fake the throw over to first. Fake the throw back to the pitcher, I should say. This one is on the ground to short. Flip to Peterson for 1. Throw across to Pinedo is in time, and it's a double play, and that will end the inning. Pioneers turn 2 to end it. We've played 2 full. Top half of inning number 3 coming your way next. On your West Coast scoreboard, it's the Pios 6 and the Collegians 0. We'll take a break. You're watching on the Front Range League Network and listening to Pioneer Baseball on KNEB.
Fans have about 325 remaining in our home country. We're going to get $4 here for soda water for the next 3 quarters.
Back here at Oregon Trail Park, we've played 2 full innings. Pioneers with the 6-0 lead. Get a look at the weather radar here. Looks like there is a big storm projected to hit the Scottsbluff Gering area around 6:30. 6:30 Mountain Time. I was saying some severe storms later tonight. The Gering area has been under a severe thunderstorm watch since about 1:20 Mountain today. And that will not go away until 8 o'clock tonight. 63% chance of rain in the 6 o'clock hour later on tonight. Tanner Lancaster. He was the only man who didn't bat in the second inning for the Pioneers. He will lead things off here. Struck out looking his first time. New pitcher on the mound, as you see there, as on the Front Range League stream. New pitcher on the mound for the for the Collegians, Josh Lucero is on the mound here for the Spradley Collegians. Couple of fastballs, couple of up misses, couple of high misses. 2-0 the count to Lancaster. Next pitch to Lucero misses as well. This is Lucero's 5th appearance of the year. He has gone 7 innings, no wins, no losses, 1 save and 1 try. As that misses, Lucero looked to be surprised that that pitch missed. As next to hit will be Mikey Pickett. Lucero has given up 11 hits, 6 runs, 4 of those earned. 3 strikeouts and 6 walks for Lucero with an ERA at an even 4. Mikey Pickett up to hit. First pitch to him misses inside. He comes into today with his average at .333. He's on base at .483. 1 home run and 13 driven in this year for the Pioneers. 1-0, hard hit just over the head of the third baseman. That'll get down into left field. Lancaster rounds second, but he will be held up at second. Good job on the Collegians to get the ball in quickly, but it's a single for Mikey Pickett. First and second, nobody out, and here comes Jake Eady. Talked about how Eady doesn't normally have a lot of chances with guys in scoring position due to batting at the top of the lineup. He's hitting .381 with runners in scoring position. Not an extra base hit guy, but he definitely doesn't need to be. Hit on this yesterday. 15 of his 17 hits this season are singles, and the Pioneers would have no problem with a single in this at-bat. First pitch misses up, misses high. Eady has to duck out of the way of it. 1-0 the count to Eady. No official at-bat for him so far. He's drawn 2 walks. One and 0 the count here to Eady. Hard hit on the ground to third. 5, 4, 3. It's a double play, and there's 2 gone in the inning. Eady grounds into a double play. Just the 9th double play the Pioneers have grounded into this year. 9th double play in 27 games. First pitch to Bryce Peterson as he's next to hit, misses for a ball. Peterson pops one up into shallow center. Coming over is Cordo, and he'll put it away for the out. Pioneers get the first 2 guys on, but the double play and now the fly out result in nobody coming home. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 3 on your West Coast scoreboard. It's the Pioneers 6 and the Collegians 0. You're watching on the Front Range League Network and listening to Pioneer Baseball on KNEB.
Hitting out, bottom of the third, right finger number 5, Jonathan Robinson.
Bottom of the third, ready to get underway. Quick start here is Donovan Robinson. Already looked at a first pitch. Bounced to the plate for a ball. It's 1-0. Just the first time Robinson has come to the plate. 9-1 and 2 hitters due up for the Collegians as the fastball tapped foul right in front of the on-deck circle of the Pioneers. 1-1 the count. Next pitch misses. 2-1. Robinson back ahead. Next pitch to Robinson. Misses. 3-1. 3 balls and a strike. Good job to work the count as this one's in the air to left center. It'll get down for a hit. Donovan Robinson, who came into today, batting below the Mendoza line, gets a leadoff single here to begin the third inning.
First baseman number 10,
Easton Turner. Watches a first pitch fastball miss outside for a ball. Second time through the order now for the Collegians. As a reminder, this is a 7-inning game. Runner breaks, hard hit down the line, and it will be a foul ball. And that was a foul ball by inches. Hit it hard. Just have to straighten it out now. Put it in the same spot as Robinson did. Why not? One ball, one strike. Inside. 2-1 now. Turner, in yesterday's ball game, he was the leadoff man in that game as well. He went 0 for 2, but he drew 3 walks. Hard hit up the line again. Another foul ball. 2-2 now. Caden Ferguson still out there for the Pioneers. As a 2-ball and 2-strike count, trying to get the first out of the inning here. Up and away. Full count now. Turner, the best man on the team at drawing walks. He has 16 of them this year. Make it 17 as that's downstairs for a ball. First and second now here for the Collegians and nobody out. Just the third walk given up here by Ferguson, averaging a walk and ending. The Pioneers, as a hitting staff, have drawn 8 walks already in 3 innings as the first pitch to Colton Wren. Big swing and miss, 0-1. Will drop down into right field for a base hit. Runner will be held at third. Throw in from Antwine, cut off by Pinedo. 3 straight base runners here. A couple of singles and a walk picked up by the Collegians. And all of a sudden, it's bases loaded here with nobody out in the bottom of the third. Big spot here for Kyle Cordo. enters today with 9 RBIs, a .333 batting average. 0-1 the count to him, though. With the runners in scoring position, Cordo is hitting .250. This on the ground is short. Edie has it. Flip to Peterson for 1. Throw to first, not in time. Just 1 out and a run in now for the Collegians. As Cordo grounds into the fielder's choice. RBI ground out here for Cordo. As Colton Wren out. Trying to run to second. Gage Martinez next to hit. He'll have the runners on the corners here with only 1 out. First pitch from Ferguson misses high, 1-0. No one throwing in the Pioneer bullpen at the current moment. Martinez struck out looking his last time. Next pitch just missed. Too high, 2-0 now. Two balls, no strikes. That bounces to the plate. Runner goes for second. No throw from Watson. Now there's 2 runners in scoring position. Well, you have a base open now, and with 3 balls, put a force at any base here. And that's exactly what Ferguson will do as Martinez draws the 4-pitch walk. Ben Eisen will come out and he'll talk with Ferguson. Don't see anyone making their way over to the bullpen yet. A couple of guys are looking around in the Pioneer dugout, but no one moving around. Infield, come in and talk with Ferguson. Give you a scoreboard update around the major leagues. They just announced the all-star rosters. Also, some moves just made, just in about 10 minutes ago. The Nationals fired their manager, Dave Martinez, but they also fired their general manager, Mike Rizzo. Start anew in D.C. One game trying to get going in the MLB. The Cubs and the Cardinals delayed right now. First pitch misses high to Owen Powers. He's ahead in the count here, 1-0. Powers, he flew out to end the first inning. As he swings and hits one in the air, left center and deep. Going back is Goodwin. He will put it away for the out. Runners from second and third will move up a base. And a run is in, so a sacrifice fly for Owen Powers. Pioneers still have the lead. 2 runs in for the Collegians here in the bottom of the third. 6-2 our score in favor of the Pioneers. Powers gave that a ride, too. He hit it. Unfortunately for him, he hit it to the deepest part of the yard. First pitch swinging is Bryant Armijo Martin. Peterson going to the second base side, able to grab it and step on the bag for the out as the runner was moving. So there you go, 4 unassisted for the Pioneers. Go to the top half of inning number 4. Played 3 full on your West Coast scoreboard. It's Pioneers 6, Collegians 2. We'll take a break. You're watching on the Front Range League Network and listening to Pioneer Baseball on KNEB.
They're going to toss the taco into the soup, and whoever makes it in first wins. Ready, set, go. Nice. looks like they have 2 winners for this game. Back to you, Bill.
All right, thank you, Mike. Congratulations, Sergeant Justin. And thank you to the Operative Oro for their support of us to the Nebraska Pioneers. And make sure you visit Operative Oro at 2601 High in South.
Top of the fourth, excuse me, for the Pioneers. Davis Goodwin will be on to lead things off. First pitch he sees, misses. Josh Lucero still out there on the mound going for his second inning of work here for the Spradley Collegians. 1-0 bounces to the plate, 2-0 now. Two balls, no strikes. That pitch just missed high. 3-0 now. Goodwin, 0 for 1 today. Walked and then lined out to the third baseman. That one nearly comes in and gets him, and it's a 4-pitch walk drawn by Davis Goodwin. Goodwin, that line out he had in the second inning came with the bases loaded and nobody out, too. Ugh. Next to hit now will be Tyler Antwine. Antwine, no official at bat for him. He's drawn 2 walks in this one. Next pitch misses. First pitch misses for a ball, 1-0. One ball, no strikes to the right-handed hitting right fielder. Sometimes see him in center. Today he's playing right. First pitch, next pitch is in there for a strike, 1-1. Man standing on first is the one playing center field today. One ball, one strike. Here it comes to Goodwin. Swing and a miss. That one just dropped underneath him. Great pitch there from Lucero, 1-2. Pulled the string on him with the changeup, and it bottomed out on him. Swing and a miss, exact same pitch, and Antwine is down on strikes. Next to hit will be Ashton Pinedo. Pinedo, a perfect 2 for 2 today. Couple of singles to his credit. First pitch misses high. It's a ball, 1-0. Fastball in the air, right center. That looks like it'll find a gap. Goodwin rounding second on his way to third. It'll rattle up against the wall. Goodwin rounding third on his way to the plate. Pinedo on his way to third. Throw will go to third, and everyone will be safe. It's an RBI triple for Ashton Pinedo. And the Pioneers add on. It is now 7-2. Three for 3. Have a day, Ashton Pinedo. Third RBI in this one for him. As Caden Clute up to hit. First pitch to him. Catches the zone for a strike, 0-1. Clute did the catching in yesterday's ball game. He went 1 for 2 before being replaced defensively. No balls on a strike. Here it comes. That caught the back of Caden Clute as that's scraped off of his back bicep, it looked like. Threw it so far behind him, it hit him in the right side, right bicep almost. Next to hit with runners on the corners now, Jake Watson up. First pitch to him misses, 1-0. One ball, no strikes. That was the 57th time the Pioneers have been hit by a pitch. Clute breaking for second, and he will get into second. It actually is Caden Clute there. He's running because he's the designated hitter. Not used to seeing him run the bases. Usually because he's catching and the catcher gets a courtesy runner. 2-0, knocked foul. Not a bad pitch to swing at. Good spot by Lucero as that was right, looked to be right on the black. 2-1 the count. That was the third time that Clute has been hit by a pitch. 2-1. Down and away, bounces away. Catcher nearly lost it. Three and one. Three and one the count here. That misses, ball four. Jake Watson draws the walk. Second time he's done that today. It's a good spot here for Tanner Lancaster as Jake Watson jumps out of the dugout. Or Brandon Jenkins will jump out of the dugout to run for Jake Watson. Next to hit will be Tanner Lancaster. First pitch misses high, 1-0. Lancaster, 0 for 1 today, struck out and then drew a walk. One 0 looked inside, is inside, probably more low than inside actually. 2-0 the count. Lancaster enters today hitting .314, 479 on base. 1 home run and 10 driven in. Just lets that pitch float into the zone. 2-1 the count now to Lancaster. Good changeup there by Lucero. Tell you what, Lucero's got a pretty good changeup. Quickly change speeds, and it drops on you in a hurry as that pitch is knocked foul. 2-2 the count to Lancaster. Yeah, that changeup from Lucero drops on you pretty fast if you're a hitter. He might go back to it here. He did. Swing and a miss, and there is the second strikeout. Second out. Second strikeout for Lancaster. Second strikeout for Lucero. Two outs and the bases loaded. Here comes Mikey Pickett. First pitch changeup to Pickett. Down and away. 1-0. Pickett is 1 for 1 today. He walked, came around to score in the second, and then singled back in the third. Good pitch there by Lucero as that changeup drops into the zone. 1-1 the count. He's found what's working. Here comes the next pitch. That time it's a fastball that nearly takes Pineda's head off. 1-1 the count. 1-2, excuse me. Collegians trying to shut the door here. One run has come in to score. But tell you what, with the bases having the bases loaded with only one out, be pretty good to get out of the inning with just one run allowed, and that's exactly what the Collegians will do as Pickett grounds out to the second baseman Hankins. And that will end the inning. Pioneers leave them loaded. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 4 on your West Coast scoreboard. It's Pioneers 7 after they get one run in the inning. They lead it 7-2. We'll take a break. You're watching on the Front Range League Network and listening on KNEB. To get out of that field fast, welcome back to Oregon Trail Park. 2 pitches have already been thrown here to begin the bottom half of inning number 4. It's 1-1 the count to the leadoff man, Parker Hankins. He swings and hits a line shot, gets right past Jake Eady. Ball was tailing on him, couldn't quite make the play. Looks like they'll give Hankins a hit for that. Nope, they're going to give Jake Eady an error. Kind of stayed back on it, looking to make a play, and then just kind of bounced right in front of him. Tough spot there for Eady. But it will be an E4. E6, I should say, and Parker Hankins is on first. Carson Willard will be the next to hit. 1-0 the count. First pitch fastball right down Broadway, and it's 1-1 now. Bottom of the 4th. This is a 7-inning game. 7-2 our score in favor of the Pioneers as this pitch is knocked down the right side. It'll get out of play. 1-2. One-two to Willard on the ground to first. Pinedo throws to second for 1, and Ferguson wasn't covering first. There's a discussion about that between Pinedo and Ferguson. So Willard grounds into the fielder's choice. In a scenario like that, you do ask the question, is the first baseman close enough to just run back to first and cover it? Obviously, Ferguson thought that was going to be the case. It's all about how far away the first baseman strays from the bag, as the first pitch to Donovan Robinson is going to miss for a ball. 1-0 challenge fastball hit in the air to center. Going back is Goodwin. Takes a couple of steps in, and he'll make the play, and there's the second out. Fly out to center field. Third time that, no, fourth. There's another one. Goodwin's been pretty busy out there in Central. Easton Turner next to hit. Good catch behind the plate by Watson as Ferguson pulled his fastball nearly off the plate, nearly out of the zone. Well, it was out of the zone, nearly away from the catcher. It's the key thing. Another pitch looked to be in a slider that also missed outside. 2-0. Easton Turner, 0 for 1 today. He drew a walk his last time. Ferguson tries to go after him with the fastball, and it misses low and grimaces a little bit. Looks to be a little frustrated with where these pitches are ending up. A full count. Catches the outer half. Watson dropped it. 3-1 the count here to the right-handed hitting third baseman. Glance over at the man at second. Next pitch misses. That's ball 4. Ferguson has given up at least one walk in each inning. That's the 5th walk he has given up here in the ball game. Colton Wren next to hit. He's been a tough out. He's 2 for 2 with a couple of singles. Chopper towards the left side. Pickett has it. He'll flip to second for the force, and that will do it. Collegians get a couple of runs, but they can't bring anyone around. We'll go to the top half of inning number 5 on your West Coast scoreboard. It's the Pioneers 7, Collegians 2. We'll take a break. You're watching on the Front Range League Network and listening to Pioneer Baseball on KNEB. Oh, see. All right. That really felt. Oh, welcome back to Oregon Trail Park as we begin the top half of inning number 5. Pioneers will lead off with the top of the order. Jake Eady will lead it off. He's 0 for 1 today. He's drawn a couple of walks, grounded into a double play as last time. First pitch misses. 1-0. Hard hit into center. That'll get through for a hit. Nice job there by Jake Eady as he leads off the 5th inning with a single.
Second baseman, number 26, Bryce Peterson.
Bryce Peterson up. As a balk has been called on Lucero, so Edie will advance over to second. I missed what happened there. If I had to guess. Came set and then disengaged. First pitch to Peterson misses down and away. Just looking down at my scorebook. Balk was called by the first baseman, first base umpire. Two and 0 the count now. Next pitch misses high, 3-0 now. 3-0 the count here. That pitch outside, ball 4. It's a 4-pitch walk drawn by Peterson. So looking back at the replay, it looked like what Lucero did was he came set, did a little, moved his leg. He moved his leg back a little bit and then stopped and had a balk called on him. First pitch to Davis Goodwin. Good changeup. Catches the inner half for a strike. It's 0-1. So first two guys on for the Pioneers. Second time Peterson's been on base today. Davis Goodwin. He's 0 for 1. Couple of walks, though. That floats into the zone. Man, that looked like a balloon. 0-2. That was a pitch for Goodwin to take a whack at. I think he's smiling right now. No balls, 2 strikes. It's a hard hit into right center. That'll get down. That might score a run. They're going to send the runner home. Throw will come in. Throw will go to third. And no one's covering third. And a great heads-up base running. Everyone will advance a base. No one was covering third as Easton Turner came in to catch the ball. Bryce Peterson, with amazing awareness, immediately ran for third after that, and Goodwin also advanced up a base. Edie in to score. RBI single for Davis Goodwin. It is now 8-2 in favor of the Pioneers. First pitch to Antwine is a fastball that misses off the plate, 1-0. Antwine, 0 for 1 today. Drew a couple of walks. Drew one in the first and the second. And he struck out in the fourth. 1-0, comes back in and gets Antwine, and the bases are loaded here. Nobody out still here in the top of the fifth. Bases are loaded, and here comes Mr. Perfection, Ashton Pinedo, up to hit here. First pitch to Pinedo, comes in and gets him. He wanted to hit. He threw his hands up and just kind of laughs at the dugout. He wanted to hit. 2 hit by pitches here. Pinedo still gets an RBI out of it, though.
Hitter number 13,
And it'll open up the door here for Caden Clute. Still nobody out here in the top of the fifth. It's now 9-2 in favor of Western Nebraska. 1-0 the count here to the right-handed hitting DH. Usually a catcher, doing the DHing in this one today. He's been seeing it pretty well. He was seeing it especially well when the Pioneers were playing in Fort Collins, as the next pitch to him is in the zone. 1-1 the count. One ball, one strike. Ducks out of the way. 2-1. Clute was coming off of a 2-hit performance. And then in yesterday's ball game, he got one more hit. So 3 hits in the past 2 games for Caden. 2-1. Bounces to the plate, gets away. No one will advance. 3-1 here to the DH. Clute 0 for 1. Sacrifice fly, a ground out, and he also was hit by a pitch. He got hit back in the 4th. We're going to draw a walk. Here's the 3-1. He'll swing at the pitch that's down the middle. Knock it foul. 3-2 now. Nobody out. Man on deck. Jake Watson looking to see what situation he'll inherit. Here comes the 3-2. Hit in the air. Shallow right center. Second baseman drops it. Everyone's going to be safe. Throw misses the shortstop covering the second base bag. Everyone will be safe. As the second baseman, that was Parker Hankins, was coming in to get it. Or excuse me, no, it was Owen Powers who was running back to potentially field it. Call it an E4, and Caden Clute is on base. Another run in. Pioneers have broken double digits. It's 10-2. First pitch to Watson at the knees. 0-1 the count. Still nobody out here in the top half of inning number 5. So now we're pushing mercy territory. A reminder, in doubleheaders, it's 10 after 5 innings. In a normal 9-inning game, it's 10 runs after 7 innings. Pioneers up by 8 at the current moment as the next pitch to Watson misses inside. Ball on a strike to him here. One misses. Outside, 2-1 here to the right-handed hitting catcher. Watson from Lincoln, Nebraska. Plays college ball at Concordia. Two one. Bounces away. No one's moving. 3-1. Tyler Antwine, Ashton Pinedo, Caden Clute. The 3 on the base paths right now for the Pioneers. Watson trying to draw a walk. Would be the 3rd time he's done that in this one. 3-1 in the air to center. Going back is Cordo. He'll put it away. Runners will tag. Throw will go to 3rd. The throw is in time at 3rd. They'll throw out Ashton Pinedo trying to advance to 3rd on the fly ball. Clute advances to 2nd. A run in to score. Next to hit Tanner Lancaster. Pioneers add on 11-2 now. Man on second here with 2 gone. Lancaster, 0 for 2 today. He struck out his last time. First pitch he sees, bounces in front of the catcher. Clute running for third, and he'll be safe. Want to know the count here to the right-handed hitting left fielder. You usually see Lancaster in the infield, although today he's over in left. Next pitch misses outside, 2-0. Normally he's either over at second or third. He has told me that he mainly plays in the outfield for his college at Colorado Northwestern. Next pitch misses outside, 3-0 the count now. Four runs home here in the inning. Lancaster. Look at a bunt, pulls the bunt back. That's ball 4. Second walk the Pioneers have drawn here in this one. They have drawn 4, 7, 8, 9, 11. 11 walks in this one the Pioneers have drawn, as Mikey Pickett will be the next to hit. And a balk has been called on Jeremiah Lucero. Another balk. Caden Clute will come in to score. It's now 12-2. Once again, I was looking down on my scorebook. Didn't see what Lucero did that time. As the first pitch bounces to the plate, 1-0. Bounces to the plate, 2-0 now. So Lancaster advances to second on the balk. Second balk that's been called on Lucero here in this inning. 2-0. Catches the outer half for a strike, 2-1. Pickett is 1 for 2 today. He's walked, singled. Walk, single, and a ground out for Pickett. Next pitch, misses. Three and 1 the count. In the air, right center. Going over is Robinson. It will be caught. His hat flew off. I saw white, thought that was the baseball. He had to leap up in the air as he overran it a little bit. He was able to make the catch, and that'll end the inning. Potentially the last chance here for the Collegians. When we come back, we'll go to the bottom half of inning number 5. 5 runs into score for the Pioneers. Under West Coast scoreboard, it's the Pioneers 11 and the Collegians 2. We'll take a break. You're watching on the Front Range League Network and listening to Pioneer Baseball on KNEB.
Sitting out front of the hit from the Collegians, Center fielder number 34, Kyle Porter.
Quick start to the inning here as we're back at Oregon Trail Park. As the first pitch to Kyle Cordo knocked into Jake Eady at short, and he's safe at first with an error. Is Cordo.
Left fielder number 12, Pete Martinez.
Next to hit will be Gage Martinez. First pitch to him. In there for a strike. Last chance here for the Collegians as the Pioneers hold on to a 12-2 lead. As this pitch hit foul. So unless the Collegians score a run here in this inning, this game will be over. 0-2 the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Down and away, 1-2 now. One, two. Misses. 2-2 now. Pioneers have used 3 big innings in order to pick up the lead here. 3 runs in the first. Runner breaks for second. Pitch knocked foul. Hit and run doesn't work. We'll have to try again. Three runs in the first, 3 runs in the second, and then 5 in the fifth to put us to where we're at, including 1 extra run in the 4th inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Runner on first here in the bottom half of inning number 5. Fastball foul. Martinez, 0 for 1. Strikeout and a walk for Martinez. 2-2 on the ground. Shortstop Eady flipped to Peterson for 1, and Peterson couldn't get his footing to make a good throw over to first. So 1 is all that the Pioneers will get. Cordo out, advancing to second. Martinez will be over at first. Owen Powers next to hit. First pitch to him misses outside for a ball. 1-0. Touched a little bit on this earlier. About the second inning. Gering under a severe thunderstorm watch. No warnings yet. There is a little bit of a cloud coming over the stadium at the current moment. Runner breaks for second. This is in the air to left. Tracking is the left fielder Lancaster. It'll get down at the track. Throw in from Eady. Throw to the plate is going to skip behind Watson. Runner will advance to second now, so the Collegians will keep the game alive for another inning. Look at the radar. The radar was saying that we were going to get nailed around 6:30. Now it says it's going to be pretty clear pretty much all day. Maybe a little bit of a storm around 7. First pitch to Bryant Armijo Martin is a strike. Next pitch in there as well. 0-2 the count. So RBI, call it a double from Owen Powers. Ferguson trying to bounce right back and pick up a strikeout. Doing a good job so far. Stuck at no balls and 2 strikes here to Martin. 0 for 2, fly out and a ground out for him. Next pitch misses high, 1-2. One, two. One hopper skips past Pickett. Another run will come in as score for the Collegians. See what they rule this. They will give an error to the Collegians. That was force of habit over there at the other side, over there on the man run of the scoreboard. So an error will be given to, I believe, Mikey Pickett. Parker Hankins next to hit. By the way, another run came in to score, so it's now 12-4 in favor of the Pioneers. Parker Hankins nearly gets hit with that pitch. No, he did. He did get hit. Just barely skimmed his pants. He didn't even realize he got hit. So Hankins is awarded first. Carson Willard will be next. First pitch to him is a fastball. One hopper to Edie. They'll flip to Peterson. The runner will be out at second. That was a weird hop by to Edie, as that ball bounced right about where the grass ends and the dirt begins, and it just died on him. Pioneers able to get one out of it. Lead runner advances to third. Donovan Robinson down a strike. He's 1 for 2 today, singled and flew out. Fastball just misses outside. No changes made so far on the defensive end. Jake Watson still behind the plate. No changes at all. Caden Ferguson still out there for the Pioneers. That's a curveball that floats into the zone. 1-2 now. One ball, 2 strikes. Down and away. Good job by Watson to reach out and pick that pitch out of the dirt. Keep the runner from coming home. 2 runs have come in here for the Collegians, keeping the game alive. Fastball hit it into the air a ton to center. Goodwin ranging to his left. He'll put it away. He'll take it into his glove for the third out. Just a couple of steps from the track. We'll go to the 2 runs in for the Collegians. We'll keep going. On your West Coast scoreboard, it's Pioneers 12, Collegians 4. We'll take a break. You're watching on the Front Range League Network and listening to Pioneer Baseball on KNEB.
All right, I'm over here with the players. I'll have to introduce myself.
I'm Nathaniel. And I'm Dave.
And we're going to see you give him the beach ball requirement for the blow down. Ready? Go ahead. I think we have a winner. Great job, guys. Back to you, Bill.
All right, thank you, Kaylee. Great job to our contestants. Thank you, Mr. Strickland, for this support for Western Nebraska Pioneers. If you ever find yourself in a pickle, contact Sterling Hutlaw.
Top of the 6th. Set to get going. Collegians put up a couple of runs to keep this ball game alive, as it is 12-4. Hey, well, look at that cloud. Those on the Front Range League stream. Oh, Hayden, can we go back to that? Zoom the outfield camera all the way back out. Look at that cloud coverage behind the stadium. Get a good look at that, those watching on the Front Range League stream. Looks to be starting to encase Oregon Trail Park here. Next to hit is Jake Eady. First pitch to him misses low for a ball, 1-0. Thank you for zooming out on that. Eady is the 5th time through the order here for the Pioneers. He is 1 for 2 today. He's drawn a couple of walks and singled his last time as the first pitch misses for a ball, 1-0. 6th inning, and the Pioneers are starting their 5th time through the order. 2-0. Catch it. No, it missed. 3-0. New pitcher on the mound for the Collegians. That name for you here in just a second. 3-0. That missed as well. Curveball just missing low here, I guess. 3rd time that Lancaster has drawn, or excuse me, that Eady has drawn a walk. Blake Walton is on the mound here for the Collegians. First pitch swinging, Peterson off the glove of the second baseman. That'll get through into right for a knock. That was a hard shot. Gotta give him a little bit of grace, right? I'd call that a single for Peterson. Ooh, they will not call it. They'll call it an error. That was a hard ball. That was a hard ball to catch. Next to hit will be Davis Goodwin. Looked to be something off speed. Stayed high on Goodwin. 1-0. Goodwin, 1 for 2 today. Couple of walks for him. He's come around to score all 3 times he's gotten on base today. Here comes the 1-0. That stays high. 2-0 now. Two balls and no strikes. Lucero comes set, or excuse me, Walton. He's on the bump now for the Collegians. 3-0 the count to Goodwin. Three balls and no strikes. Goodwin from Bakersfield, California. Breaking ball, catches the zone. 3-1. Plays at Cal State Bakersfield. Three and one. Went after it on the 3-1 pitch. Hitters count. Knocked it foul. Did Goodwin. 3-2. Three balls, two strikes. Still nobody out here. Runners on first and second for Goodwin. Full count offering on its way from Walt. Behind Goodwin for ball 4. Don't think that's where he wanted it. Bases loaded now for the Pioneers. Bases loaded, and next to hit will be Tyler Antwine. Antwine, he is 0 for 1 today. Couple of walks and a hit by pitch, though. My goodness. Complete. Let go of that curveball way too early, as it's that was pretty high. I don't think that would be in the strike zone of Mark Eaton, 7'6" old 90s player, as Antwine hits this one into the air to left. Going back on it is Martinez. It'll drop right at the warning track. They're going to send Bryce Peterson home. The throw to the plate will take the runner off, will take the catcher off the plate, and it's an RBI single, 2-run single for Tyler Antwine. As he advanced to second on the throw. 2 runs home. Still nobody out here in the top of the 6th. As Ashton Pinedo will be next. First pitch to Pinedo, misses inside for a ball, 1-0. One ball, no strikes. 14-4 our score after the 2-run single from Antwine. Pinedo swings, knocks it foul. One ball, one strike. Pinedo ready. Outside. 2-1 now. Two and one. Outside, 3-1. Pinedo's getting frustrated up there. He wants to swing the bat, man. According to Game Changer, he's a home run away from the cycle here. 3-1, knocked foul. According to my book, he is 3 for 3. A couple of singles and a triple. Payoff pitch coming here. He takes a whack at it, popped up towards the left side, tracking his Turner. He'll put it away, and there is the first out. Pinedo pops out, and now Caden Clute will be the next to hit. Clute, he is 0 for 3. Correction, 0 for 2 as he swings at the first pitch he sees. In the air to center, Cordo puts it away. Runner tagging for the plate. Throw will not be in time. Goodwin in to score. Another sacrifice fly for Caden Clute. Second time he's done that today. Davis Goodwin in to score. As Jake Watson will be next here. It's 15-4 in favor of the Pioneers. Watson, 0 for 1, hit a sacrifice fly his last time. Not possible here as there's 2 outs. Next pitch, got him in the shoulder, and he'll walk over to first. One, two. It's felt like there's been more than that. 3, 4. The fourth guy that's been hit. Fourth Pioneer to be hit today. Tanner Lancaster will be next. High arcing curveball. Ket misses inside. 1-0. Lancaster, 0 for 2. Couple of strikeouts, couple of walks. Drew a walk his last time. If the trends continue, unfortunately, he'll strike out here. It's been strikeout, walk for Lancaster so far. 2-0 the count, though. Maybe he'll break the streak. Break the pattern. Down and in. 3-0. Should he get on base, next to hit would be Mikey Pickett. Be the second inning in a row, and all 9 guys come to the plate for Pioneers as well. Lancaster looked a square. Pitch misses inside. He gets out of the way in time. Third walk Lancaster has drawn.
Third baseman, number 11, Mikey Pickett.
Mikey Pickett will be next. First pitch to him misses. It's 1-0. That is now the 14th walk that the Pioneers have drawn as a team. Pickett is 1 for 3. Flew out his last time. Second inning in a row where all 9 Pioneers have come to the plate. Beautiful breaking pitch that time from Walton. Catches the zone. It's 1-1. One ball, one strike. Hard hit up the line. Foul.
Foul ball brought to you by Gering.
One ball, 2 strikes here to the right-handed hitting third baseman. 1-2, hit a ton, high and deep left field. Going back is Martinez. He looks up, and it is gone! Grand salami time for Mikey Pickett. His second home run of the year, and the Pios add on. It's 19-4. Here comes the man who got it all started, Jake Eady. He began this inning with a walk as the first pitch to him misses high, 1-0. 7 runs have come in to score in the inning for Western Nebraska. 1-0, catches the zone, 1-1 now. Edie, 1 for 2 still. Outside, 2-1. Two-one. Swing and a miss, make it 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. Did it get him? Yes, it did. Jake Eady gets hit on the leg. And he will make his way over to first base. Let's get ready to talk about Eady. Not a guy who strikes out a whole lot. And his next to hit will be Bryce Peterson. First pitch to Peterson is a ball. He rips one down the left field line, and it'll be a fair ball. Bryce Peterson with an extra base hit. Eady will stop at third. A double for Bryce Peterson. Make him 2 for 5 today. Time called here, and it's going to be a new hitter, pitch hitter for the Pioneers. It might be a new pitcher for the Collegians as well. Yes, it will be. Manager points into left field. It appears to be Gage Martinez going to be the one to come in and pitch for the Collegians. Give a little bit of scoreboard update. Finals all around, except for 3 games. One currently ongoing. 2 games have yet to start, as Martinez needs a different glove. Yeah, let him pitch with the outfielder glove. Come on, let's have a little fun. Joking, obviously. MLB scoreboard update. Bottom of the second in Chicago. Cubs taking it to the Cardinals right now. They have 2 on and 2 out, and they're up by 3-0. Orioles and the Braves. Talk about 2 teams that had high expectations to start the year and then didn't really live up to them. Orioles beat the Braves 2-1. Red Sox and the Nationals, talked about earlier. The Nationals just fired Davey Martinez and Mike Rizzo, their manager and general manager. They lost to the Nationals, lost to the Red Sox 6-4. Phillies taking down the Reds 3-1 in Philly. 3-2 the score in Toronto. Blue Jays beat the Angels. Angels are sitting around 500 not too long ago. Another loss, though. They're 3 games below 500. Took 10 innings, but the Tigers were able to beat the Guardians by a score of 7-2. Yankees beat the Mets 6-4 today in the Subway Series. Brewers taking down the Marlins in Miami 3-1. 10-inning game between the Rays and the Twins, 7-5 the score in favor of Tampa Bay. Rockies taking down the White Sox today in Denver, 6-4 the final score there, with the Rockies picking up the win. 1-run ball game between the Pirates and the Mariners, 1-0 the final score in favor of Seattle. Astros taking down the Dodgers 5-1. And the final in the MLB today, Royals beating the Diamondbacks by a score of 4-0. 2 games yet to go. Rangers and the Padres, that'll be on around 7. And then at 8, the Giants and the Athletics will go head-to-head. So Gage Martinez on to pitch here for the Western Nebraska Pioneer, for the Spradley Collegians, excuse me. Ben Kern, the first to greet him, pitch hitter for the Pioneers, as the first pitch to him is a strike. 0-1 on the ground is short. Powers has it. Throw to first is in time, and that will end the inning. 7 runs come in to score for the Western Nebraska Pioneers, as it'll need to be 6 runs from the Collegians in the bottom of the 6th if this game wants to continue. So we'll go to the bottom half of inning number 6 on your West Coast scoreboard. It's the Pioneers 19 and the Collegians 4. We'll take a break. You're watching on the Front Range League Network and listening to Pioneer Baseball on KNEB. Welcome back to Oregon Trail Park. New pitcher on the mound here in Game 1 for the Pioneers, as it'll be Jackson McFarland, the one to be called on to finish this one. McFarland, he'll be the home run derby participant for the Pioneers in the home run derby tomorrow. First pitch misses outside, 1-0 to him, as Easton Turner will lead things off. Next pitch is a strike, 1-1. McFarland is making his 4th appearance on the mound. He's pitched in 3 innings, 1 win, no losses, 1 save, as the 1-1 results in Turner having to duck out of the way. 2-1. 3 hits, 1 run, 4 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Has been the season of pitching for the right-hander, Jackson McFarland. He's from Terre Haute, Indiana. Plays his college ball at St. Xavier University. This one hit a ton in the air to left. Going back on it is Lancaster. He's at the track. He jumps, and it is a home run. Easton Turner puts one over the fence for the Collegians. Collegians trying to crawl back into this. It's 19-5 now.
Third baseman number 1, Colton Wren.
Colton Wren, first pitch swinging. It's foul. It's 0-1. Home run number 6 on the year for Easton Turner. It's Colton Wren down 0-1. Fastball misses high. 1-1 now. Wren is 2 for 3. A couple of singles for him, as this one is a one-hopper into right center for a base hit. 3-hit performance for Colton Wren in this one. Kyle Cordo will be the next to hit.
Number 34, Kyle Quibble.
Cordo is 0 for 2. Walk, fielder's choice, and an error 1-0 the count. As Cordo pops one into center. Coming on is Kern. And they'll put it away for the out. Here comes Gage Martinez. Started the day in left field. He's now pitching. First pitch, a fastball right down the chute, and it's 0-1. Knocked foul. 0-2 now. No balls, 2 strikes. Martinez is 0 for 2. Drew a walk back in the third. Struck you out in the first. Where that missed, I'm not sure. It's 1-2. 0-2 count. Some of those umpires have the strike zone of a tin can. 1-2 missed. 2-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Here it comes from McFarland. Got him looking. Strike 3 called. And that's the second out of the inning. Collegians down to their final out. As next to hit will be Owen Powers. First pitch misses. Powers, 1 for 2 today. Flew out, sacrifice fly, and then an RBI double in the 5th. 1-0, misses high, 2-0 now. 2-0. That one in there for a strike. 2-1 now. Two one, hard shot, caught by Bryce Peterson. And what a way to end the ball game there. What a catch by Bryce Peterson to end it. Final score of Game 1. Pioneers 19, Collegians 5. When we come back, it'll be the Runs Up postgame show for you here on the Front Range League Network and on KNEB. We'll be back.
Great time to visit the concession stand, get some food and drink.
Welcome to the Runs Up postgame show for Game 1 between the Collegians and the Pioneers. Pioneers pick up the win by a score of 19-5. Talk about how we got there. The Pioneers were the visiting team on the scoreboard. This was a makeup from a rained-out game at the beginning of the year between the Pioneers and the Collegians. Pioneers got started out early, started out hot. 3 runs in the first inning. Started out with a walk, and then everyone scored on wild pitches. Put up 3 more in the second inning. Bunch of walks as well. RBI single from Ashton Pinedo. Then the Collegians would attempt to answer as they put up a couple of runs in the bottom half of inning number 3. Donovan Robinson got that inning started out with a single. And then an RBI ground out from Kyle Cordo, and then a sacrifice fly from Owen Powers put up 2 runs in the inning for the Collegians. Pioneers would answer with 1 run in the 4th inning after Davis Goodwin drew a walk. Was brought home by Ashton Pinedo with a triple. No runs in the 4th inning for the Collegians. 5 runs would come in the top of the 5th from the Pioneers. RBI single from Davis Goodwin. Ashton Pinedo got hit by a pitch. That brought a run in. Then a few other wild pitches brought a couple of runs in. 5 runs in the 5th inning from the Pioneers. Collegians would extend the game, as if they hadn't scored, that would have been the end of the ball game. The Collegians able to extend the ball game after an RBI double from Owen Powers. And then he also came in off of a wild pitch. Top of the 6th, the Pioneers would put any doubt away as they put up 7 runs, including a grand slam in the 6th from Mikey Pickett. 7 runs, 4 off the bat of Mikey Pickett. What a game for the Pioneers. Don't go too far. When we come back, we'll pick a player of the game. You're listening to Pioneer Baseball and the Runs Up postgame show. KNEB, watching it on the Front Range League Network. Welcome back to Oregon Trail Park as the Pioneers win Game 1 against the Spradley Collegians by a score of 19-5. Going to pick a player of the game for game one. I don't think we'll have anyone up here in the booth for an interview, so go ahead and pick my own player of the game, and that will be Ashton Pinedo. Pinedo went 3 for 4 today. It was a home run off of the cycle and had a great game. RBI triple for him, 2 RBI double as well. Just a great game overall for Ashton Pinedo. When we come back, we'll be into the High Plains Spas and Recreation pregame show for Game 2 between the Western Nebraska Pioneers and the Spradley Collegians. We'll be back. You're listening on the Front Range. You're watching on the Front Range League Network and listening to Pioneer Baseball on KNEB. Nebraska Pioneers and the Spradley Collegians. Welcome to the High Plains Spas and Recreation pregame show. As last time out, the Pioneers, well, you just heard their last time out as they took down the Spradley Collegians by a score of 19-5. Everyone out there getting ready to get things going. First pitch scheduled for 6:45 here, as we are about 10 minutes away from getting that started. Who's to say if it'll be on time, but the Pioneers and the Collegians looking to go head-to-head once again here at Oregon Trail Park. We come back, talk about the conversation that I had with Pioneer pitcher Gabe Webb.